Hi boys and girls, today we're going to read you a story about a little crow that goes off to big school. This book is very special to us because it was written by some amazing authors from Tipperary town, the town we live in. Michelle, Niamh and Natasha did a fantastic job, didn't they, Olivia?
Yeah.
We love this book. Right, let's get started. Let's find out how Alfie helps his little sister. With a great big yawn, Alfie the crow lazily opened his eyes, stretched out his toes and shook his wings. It was another sunny morning in Tipperary. He was the first one awake. Everyone else was still sleeping. He quietly tiptoed out of his comfy bed, clinging to himself as he heard Mammy Crow snoring loudly. He loved his early morning flights. What do we think he was doing early in the morning? Because he always got first pick of the juicy worms before all the others rolled out of bed. Ooh, look at all those juicy worms. Would you like some of those juicy worms for breakfast?
No.
How about you, Olivia? Would you like some juicy worms? No. After a quick tour of the town, he landed softly back in the nest, nudging his brothers and sisters to wake them up. "Go away, Alfie," cried his little sister Aoife. "It's too early." "No," said Aidan, his little grumpy brother, covering his eyes. "It can't be that time," said Alex, the other little brother, putting the duvet over his head. "What about you, Alice?" asked Alfie. "Do you want another few minutes in bed too?" Alice was the youngest of the family, the cutest little baby girl crow in the whole town of Tipperary. But Alice was not in her bed. It was empty. There was no sign of her. Uh-oh, where's Alice? "Where's Alice?" asked Alfie. All the little heads popped up from their pillows, wondering where Alice could be. Nobody knew. Alfie quickly flew around the trees, but couldn't see Alice. He checked the grass underneath in case she had fallen out of the nest, but again there was no sign of her. He was just starting to worry when out of the corner of his eye he spotted her little pink teddy in the big flower bed, and sure enough, Alice was there. He swooped down, so relieved he had found her. "Alice, what are you doing in the flower bed? You silly Billy, you scared us." But then he noticed she was crying. Why do we think Alice was crying? Let's find out. "What's wrong, Alice?" he asked, putting a protective wing around her. "Why are you crying? I'm your big brother. You know you can tell me anything." Alice sniffed loudly and a big fat tear rolled down her cheek. I don't want to go to big school, Alice. Was due to start next week." "Oh, Alice, don't cry. Think of all the fun you're going to have with your new friends and all the amazing things you're going to learn." But I loved play school, Alfie," sniffed Alice. "Why do I have to leave? I'm really going to miss my teacher, Miss Raven." "But Alice, you're going to have a new teacher who will be just as nice. Come on, let's go back home and have our breakfast, and we can have a little chat about it." So now he was going to have a little chat with her about it. All the others were so happy to see Alice, and they flocked around her, squawking loudly. They had been so worried. Alfie told her that it was very important that little people don't wander off, and to always let your mammy and daddy know where you are. That's very important, isn't it, Olivia? You can never wander off. You must stay safe with your mom and dad. Alfie and Alice decided to eat their breakfast out on the edge of the tallest branch so they could see all the children who were playing in the early morning sunshine on the green. And there they are again, eating the worms. Yummy, yummy. Look over there at Ivy and Grace walking their dolls, said Alfie. Ivy and Grace are only starting play school this year. Don't you wish you could tell them how great it is and not to be nervous? Yes, Alfie. I wish I could tell them that they are going to have the best time. And there is Kayla playing frisbee with her friends. I'm sure she'd like to tell you how great big school is. Alice shrugged, but still wasn't really convinced. Tell me why you're so nervous, Alice, asked Alfie. I'm going to miss my mammy so much. I'm afraid nobody will talk to me, that I won't know anyone. What if the teacher is gross? What if I forget my pencil case? What if... Hey, slow down, said Alfie, taking her wing. Just take a big, deep breath with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Breathe. Breathe. Alice took a big, big breath, puffing up her feathers and then blowing out as hard as she could, just like she was blowing out her birthday candles. Now, said Alfie, it's absolutely okay to be nervous. It's natural, but I want you to know you are capable of anything if you put your mind to it. You don't have to be the best at everything. As long as you try your best, that's all that matters. It would be a very boring world if we were all the same, wouldn't it? Look at your best friend Liam here in Avondale. You love dinosaurs and he loves unicorns, but together you have the best fun. Alice was smiling now. The most important thing to remember, said Alfie, is to be kind, because there'll always be others who will be just as nervous as you. If you see someone on their own, go and talk to them. This is where you will meet your best friends, yeah? If you see someone who needs help, help them. If you see someone who is upset, ask them if they're okay and if they need to speak to a teacher. If someone forgets to bring their lunch, share yours with them. Be happy for your friends when they do something really well, and they will do the same for you. You should always treat others the way you would like them to treat you. Will you promise me that? I promise, Alfie, said Alice. You are unique. There is no other Alice in the world like you. So, be brave, be curious, be happy, be kind, be you. And that is the end of the story. What a wonderful story. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now.